Starting with our first competency, CPCCJN2001A, assemble components. There are several elements to this. The first of that is 1, plan and prepare, and there's 7 sub-elements to that. What I'm going to do is read them off and then try and break them down a little bit. Work instructions and operational details are obtained using relevant information confirmed and applied for planning and preparation purposes. That essentially means you're gathering all of the information that you need. You're getting all the details, the planning, the information, what materials you need, what equipment you need, that sort of thing. You're then making sure you firmly understand by confirming it either with a supervisor or the foreman of a site, and you're putting that into place for planning everything that you need to do so that you don't have any surprises later. 1.2, safety requirements are followed in accordance with safety plans and policies. When you're planning, you're understanding every sort of work health and safety issue that might come up. You're trying to plan ahead for those things, and you're saying, right, we might have excavation. That means it could be trip hazards, it could be falls. We need to make sure that we've got signage, we've got barricades. You're making sure you've got all of that ready, and you're following it in accordance to the policies of your state. 1.3, signage and barricade requirements are identified and implemented. That follows on from the first one. Signage, saying what sort of safety equipment is needed on site, who's allowed to be on site, where there might be traffic coming through, people who need to operate those sort of things, barricades around equipment, excavations, everything like that. 1.4, tools and equipments selected to carry out tasks are consistent with job requirements. Check for serviceability, and any faults are rectified or reported prior to commencement. So you're making sure you're getting all of the right equipment and tools. You're not trying to shortcut on those sort of things. You're getting the tool that will make the job easier, quicker, more efficient. And you're checking them for serviceability first. You're making sure there's no frayed wires and everything like that. And if there are, that you're getting them repaired before the actual project. 1.5, material quantity requirements are calculated in accordance with plan specifications and quality requirements. All right, so you're working out everything you need. How much concrete do we need? How much building material do we need? How much plasterboard? What is the requirement of the concrete? How strong? Everything like that. You're making sure you've got all that information, and it's up to spec, like this, the specifications required by the plans, by the drawings, everything like that within the project. Materials appropriate assembled units are identified, obtained, prepared, safely handled, and located ready for use. So any assembled units you need to have, like for kitchens or cabinets and all that sort of stuff, trusses for roofing, you're making sure you've got all those sort of ready and that they're being safely handled using forklifts, using team lifts, all that sort of thing. 1.7, environmental requirements are identified for the project in accordance with environmental plans and statutory and regulatory authority requirements and are applied. So you're making sure that you're looking after every environmental requirement, looking at the plans, looking at the regulations within the area that you're working, because even just here in Sydney, there are different regulations for different council areas. So you need to make sure you're identifying each of those, checking that you're dealing with runoff, if there's streams nearby, making sure you're looking after tree preservation orders. So you're checking all of those, you're making sure that they go hand in hand with the environmental plan for the project, and you're going to be applying them. So that's just the first element.